Forest Garden is a web puzzle and garden game that was made for and in cooperation with EVRgreen Studio. EVRgreen Studio is a young game company making all sorts of games from card games to VR games, all about nature and environment. The assignment was to make a game that is fun to play and maybe even inspire the player to try and make a food forest in their own garden. Forest Garden is a short puzzle game. Every puzzle takes about 5 to 10 minutes to complete. The plan is to have a new puzzle every week for the players to solve. Now, let's open the game. You are greeted with a start menu. From here, you can start the game, learn about the basic game mechanics, look at the credits, or quit the game. See that book? You'll need it. To invoke a sort of homely storybook atmosphere, I went for a simple but texture-rich art style to really give the player a wholesome gardening vibe. To immerse the player, all the UI elements are objects that one may touch and use in the real world. For example, a book to get knowledge, a piece of paper to keep track of your harvests, an old roof tile as a finish button that looks like garden decoration, a wooden sign that helps with orientation, or a couple of book pages for recipe options, and so on. Now onto the gameplay. The rules of the game are simple. Plant your crops so that they benefit each other to gain the maximum amount of points. Plant no crop under the apple tree or else you lose points. Except for the garlic, which even gains you points. And plant no small crop underneath the elderberry bush, or you lose even more points. Again, this does not apply for the garlic. The points are divided into flower and fruit points. You want to gain fruit points for the food that you can make with it. And flower points are for that beautiful garden bloom everyone enjoys. You place a crop by dragging and dropping the crop icon onto the field. A little pop-up tells you how many points you have gained. But be careful how many crops you use. You only have a limited amount of each. To learn how to place each plant to gain the most amount of points, you can check your handy book. You can see how many flower and fruit points you have gained so far by checking the little notebook page in the top right corner. If you want to go back to the start menu or quit, you can click the hamburger menu in the top left corner and do just that. Or alternatively, you can hit the escape key. The goal of the game is to gain as many points as possible with the space and the number of crops available. Your score is the sum of the fruit and flower points you've collected and will be displayed when you click Done, See Harvest. Here in the post-game scene, you can see how much fruit harvest you have gained, how many points you have scored in total, and even a couple of recipe ideas for what to do with all that harvest. When you're done checking out your scores, you can play again, share your accomplishments with the world, or if you don't want to play anymore, just hit the quit button. That's okay too. We would like to encourage you to go out and take care of your plants after all.